And we are live. Welcome, coaches. We are here with the great Noel Mazzone. Coach Mazzone, thank you so much for coming back. I know you said that you got a lot of emails and it was just too much to write back. So you wanted to come on and actually answer the questions. So thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, you bet.
All right.
Well, actually, I had so much fun last week. Awesome. And I got like a ton of emails afterwards. And I don't even like to answer a text. So when it got to where, okay, you're gonna have to answer all these damn emails, I said, I can't do all this. So I figured you were so kind to let come back, and those guys, hopefully they got back on, and I kept some of the questions we're gonna go through, and it's easier for me to just answer them this way.
All right, that's awesome. So I know you said that you got a lot of questions about the pin and pull and the RPOs attached to them. So I'm gonna go for it. What were the main questions? And just tell us about your baby.
Right. So let me do this first here. Let's go. We get this big here. Share screen. Okay. So, and this hasn't changed much, right? Okay, over the years. So I'm just going to kind of go through. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see.
Yes, sir. We can.
Let me see if I can make it bigger here. There. Okay. So basically, so this was like when we first started putting it in, a few years back. All right. Basically, you can see all the different fronts. And if you just start with this base rule with your guys, and even if you want to add a tight end to it, okay, if you want to add the tight end like right to here or whatever, all right, is if you just kind of like the big picture of this play is this. If you have a man, it's a good way to explain it to your kids. If there is a defender in your inside gap, whoops. I think I hit a button there. Try that again.
That's fine.
Keep. Okay. If you have a guy, I'm going to leave it like this. Okay. If you have a guy in your inside gap, pin. Okay. If there's nobody on your inside gap, all right, pull. Okay. So if you go through all these, that's a pretty nice general rule for your players. So when they look at this, okay, they say, okay, if I look over here, over G, right? There's a 3 technique, the tackle. Do I have a guy in my inside gap? Yes, pin him. The guard, do I have a guy on my inside gap right here? No, pull. Do you have a guy center? Do you have a guy in your backside gap? Inside gap? Yes, pin. Guard, pull. Then the backside tackle is always man. Okay, so that's a good general rule. If I add a tight end, inline tight end right here, okay, he would have the same rule. Now, if he had a 5 technique, he would pin the 5. Okay, if there was a 5 and a 3, all right, which there never is. Well, hardly ever is the tight end, but now the tackle and the tight end would pin. Okay. I shouldn't just draw on it. Okay, you guys can kind of see that, so I'll get it. All right, so you guys get the gist of it. Okay, so basically, if you look at all these drawings right here, you can see that now, here's the next important thing about this, all right, for you guys. As you start putting this in, it's how do you pull, all right? What's your offensive line? This is a great play, especially. We were huge in it when we first got to UCLA, all right, because we were pretty average in the O-line. We're a little undersized. We weren't big, okay? So this is also a play if you're maybe not an overly big offensive line and you're a little bit more athletic than you are big. Pin and pull, any kind of gap scheme runs to me are good because you give your offensive lineman leverage. When you're a zone team, all right, it's man on man. It's push against push, all right? When you're a gap or a pin pull team, all he has to do is know this, right? If I'm going to pin a guy, he's on my inside gap. I got to step with my inside foot, right? And I just can't allow penetration. And then all I got to do is high wall him. I just got to get in his way. I don't have to move him. Okay. I just got to just impede him. So just stop penetration, high wall the guy. You got to get your head across, fit your hands, and work up the field. Because any penetration obviously hurts pin and pull or any gap schemes because it knocks off your pullers. All right. So it was an easy way because of, you know, we're like this with the 3 and the 5 for him. All right. To step, do not allow penetration and high wall. Okay. Now this guy's a little more athletic. All right. I'm sorry, I had it with the tight end. He pins. All right. Same thing. Okay. Now he has to know that this backer is his man. Okay. And this is where I think most people make their mistake in pin and pull is how they pull their guards or the puller. All right. Because if he just pulls, if he goes, oh, I'm the puller, there's nobody on my inside gap, I pull. All right. So he pulls and he comes running around here. And all of a sudden, when he gets to here, somebody shows up on him now. Or this guy runs through, or he runs over, whatever, right? So we want to pull on these, all right? I'm kind of a skip pull guy, all right? But basically this way, when you work on this pin pull, is you want to pull and your shoulders want to stay parallel to the line of scrimmage as much as possible, all right? So I don't want to open pull, all right? I want to stay square on my pull and probably have to give a little depth to get around this pin, all right? Now as I come, I have to understand this. Pin and pull is a man scheme, all right? It is not a gap scheme, okay? So there's zone schemes, there are man schemes, and there are gap schemes, all right? You know, a gap scheme would be, you know, we're going to deuce this guy off to the backside, okay?
Okay.
Now we're going to pull, okay? This is strictly a man scheme. Everybody's got a man on this thing. We're not doubling anybody, okay? So as you pull, you got to know my eyes are on him because I am responsible for any run-throughs. So we say he has to be able to read out of the pull.
And what does that mean?
So in other words, as you're pulling, read out means if he wants to say this happens and he runs through the B gap, you've got to redirect and read out of that pull, get out of the pull, and you got to go pin that guy. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's his. You can't just keep pulling and hope this guy shows up on this side. Okay. I keep pulling and this guy runs through that gap. All right. You ain't got to play. So that's why we say that's why he's got to understand that's my man. All right. Just like pass protection. If that was my guy in pass protection and he fired the B gap, I got to go block him. You got the same deal. All right. On that. And all you got to do is get in his way. Same thing. So we tell him you got to be ready to read out. All right. Same thing on the backside here. Okay. If I'm the backside puller, let's say the shade's back here. And I'm going to just do it with a tight end.
Okay.
So we got a 3 and a 7. Okay. And we got a Mike and a Will. Okay. So remember, we're blocking those 6. Any D gap defender, okay, belongs to the quarterback and the wide receivers. Okay, not my line. Okay, this isn't stretch. Okay, this isn't where we're zoning out and all that. This is you 6 are blocking those 6. Okay, all right. So now it's pin. Okay, it's pin. It's pin. Okay, he knows I've got if the mic walks up, I block him. Okay, I'm not pulling. That's my guy. Okay, as I pull square, if he flows, I keep my eyes on and I got him. If he runs through there, I got him. Okay, so there's your man. On the backside, he pins. All right, he pulls. Okay, he knows he's on the wheel. Okay, he's on the wheel. And we're man there. So there's your man scheme. Now, since I've got a tight end here, all right, I can block 6. This is actually a different play. We have 2 plays. If we call Omaha, which stands for outside man. All right, that means that there is no tight end. All right. If we call giants, which I have no idea because I called it that in 1996. All right, giants. Okay, that means a tight end's involved. So the quarterback knows this is Omaha's second level conflict. He knows Giants is third level conflict. All right. So
all right. So I'm sorry. So for the coaches that are watching, second level is linebackers, third level is safeties, or is it something different? Okay.
Yes. Any nickel safety, free safety, strong safety.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. So if I was to run Omaha here, okay. So that means now, all right, let's just put it like this. Say we're lucky enough to run it to the shade with the 3 and the 5 on the back side. Okay. There's the Mike. There's the Will. There's your 6-man front. Okay. Pin. Nobody on my inside gap, right? He's got him. He's pulling basically. He's got the end. He pulls. He's got the mic. He's got the mic. Base. There. He's in my backside gap. He's in my backside gap. All right. Conflict. 6th defender. Second level. Hold on.
Okay. While you do that, we have a question in chat from the coaches. What's the running back's footwork on this play?
Okay. All right. Let me finish this thought and I'll get to that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Second level. Okay. Everybody's good with that, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. All right. So now say I want to go to Giants. Say I have a tight end or I want to run it with a tight end. And say I'm getting the same front. Roots tackle and Will. Okay. And I'm going to run Giants on this. All right. Inside gap. Yes. Pull. Okay. Remember, we're basing. Okay. Now the Sam is going to walk up. Okay. So pull. I've got the Sam man. I've got the Mike. I base. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7th guy. All right. This guy could obviously be a nickel Sam out there. All right. If it's on the back, if it's on the front side, he could be a nickel Sam. But I've got hats for him. I'm still on the 7th defender. Okay, that's counted. All right. The back's footworks. So obviously the back, okay, he has to. So our quarterback's toes are at 5. Okay, so he's at 5 yards. Okay, our back's toes are at 5.5.
Okay.
Okay, so he's at 5.5. Okay, so if what we want him to do is, right, knowing this, is that he's got to get into phase with the pullers. So which means the who he's going to have to maybe get in phase with is he's always going to get in phase with the idea that the guard could be pulling. All right. So what he's going to do is he's going to jab step open and he's going to stay flat. All right. We are going to open, take a drop step with our left foot. All right. Then we're going to take a balance step with our right foot and we're going to have eyes on the conflict player, the Will right there. Okay. So then we're not going to bring the ball to the back. We're going to reach it out, right? And then we are going to go right, left, and reset. So that's his ride right there. So it's drop with the left, balance with the right if it's going to the right. Obviously flip if you're going the other way, right? Reach it out, eyes on the wheel. As I mesh with the back, now I go right, left, all right? And that's giving me the time, all right, to see if this guy's doing this or not. Okay? Now, he wants to be in phase with this. So that's why we take a jab, open our shoulders, okay? Our shoulders are faced to the sideline, and we are running this way. He has to be ready to put his foot in the ground and puncture this defense, in the famous words of Bobby Acosta, puncture this defense in the A gap, the B gap, or take the edge. So that ball can hit in either one of those, either one of those spots.
And now
Right.
is he doing that based on where that guard's going? Or is he
Yeah.
just
So
looking for
what
like
he
an
gets
open
to
window?
do is he gets in phase with the puller.
Okay.
So he's getting in phase with this guy. If this guy, say it's a 3 and a 5, and this thing just stretches and he pulls up, he's got to put his foot in the ground and he gets in phase with him. If it comes down like this and it's around, he gets in phase. So he's getting on the hip of that second puller.
Okay. All right. I like that. I like that. Okay, we've got a couple of questions based on this. One on Omaha is if you got a 3 technique, are you having the tackle block down?
Okay, so this is like I've had 5 offensive coaches in the last 6 years. So, okay, this is how I like it, right? Some guys, some of my line coaches don't like some of the things I like, which is cool, right? Just get the job done. I'm good. Okay. So basically, it went in like this. Okay, stay with your rules. Okay. All right. So the rule says this. Okay, that's what his rule says. But what happens is we start getting this. Okay, so we went ahead and let the tackle make the decision. So what we told him, what the ideal way is this: if it's a tight 5 and a 3, okay, both you guys reach. Okay, if it's a wide 5. So he's up and he's jetted up out here like this, all right? And there's a lot of space between you and that end. Pin it.
Okay.
Okay, pin it. All right. So that's kind of the base rule we started. Now, some guys just say, it's a 3 and a 5. I want to reach it every time, no matter what. All right. Okay. But I like it better. I like the pin here when this 5 is here. He's an up the field guy, because it creates a great gap right there for us to run into. Okay. When it's here, all right. And the next thing you got to tell your tackles is this: is I say reach, but it's not a reach. Okay. You guys are getting all the inside shit here. Okay. All he has to do, right, is the guard, whoever's pulling, the center, the guard, whatever, right? Okay. The guard or the center, the puller will make you right.
Okay.
Right. So if I'm just reaching this, we ought to be able to reach a 3. This is the hard block, the tackle. So all I need you to do is just open, and don't try to get your hat to the outside and get beat on that. All right. Okay. You want to take an inside leverage point on this end. Okay. Because this is what kills us. This doesn't hurt us. Okay. And then all you want to do is cover him up. All right. All you got to do is cover him up. You don't need to reach him and think in because the ball, it's not stretch. Okay.
Okay.
The ball ain't going out to the numbers. Okay. So if you just don't get beat inside, take inside footwork, get your hat to his inside number. And if he wants to do this up the field, just run him up the field like a pass block. Because what's going to happen is this ball is going to go right like this. Bam. All right. And it's actually the same way for when you pin it. You pin him, he's wide, you pull, right? He's up the field, we kick him out right here, and the puller and the back are up inside of that.
Okay. So I had a lot of questions about odd front. What are your odd front rules?
Oh my God, if this isn't like your number 1 or 2 call against odd fronts, this is my number 1. This is if we're playing odd fronts, I'm running the shit out of this play. Okay, here's another good way to run it against odd fronts. Okay, so odd fronts, true 3-4. Okay, so you got the buck, you got the Mike, you got the Will. All right, I'm sorry, you got the Will, you got the Mike, and then you got the nickel Sam out here. You got Say they're just going split safety on you. Okay, so there's your 3-4 front.
Okay.
Freaking great, man. Leverages. Okay, I got a 4-eye. Okay, just pin the hell out of that 4-eye. Okay, I know this is I'm going to reach, all right, the nose. Okay, he knows that I am pulling for the buck backer. So I'm pulling for him. This is Omaha, not Giants. Omaha. Okay. Omaha tells me what? 5-man surface. Why? You're not in the blocking scheme. Okay. So you are releasing for the safety. You got the corner. Okay. So which just naturally softens the buck anyway. Right? So because he thinks he's out there getting reached. Okay. So that makes it easier on the guard. Backside guards, you're pulling. There's your man right there. You're pulling for that guy. All right. You are cutting off the 4-eye, and we're reading that conflict player right there. All right. And now we're going to go, bam, whatever we got going over here. All right. And if he wants to chase over there, we're going to throw this right in there. Okay. So that's Omaha, not Giants.
Okay.
If I called Giants, okay, that would tell this why I got to block him, which I don't like.
Okay? Why not?
Well, because that guy's he ain't that good a blocker anyway.
Okay.
And he's got to block this guy in space. And there's a lot of space for him to have to do that with. He's getting no help, right? And so what happens is he's kind of struggling with the guy. Here comes the guard. He says, oh, shit, I'm going to help you. Here comes the – it's just cleaner. If that makes it soft, pull for him, pull for him. All right?
That's nice. That is nice. Now, I've had a couple of questions. Coaches asked me, is if it's like that, if you got a 4-eye, could you pull? Do you have a call to pull the tackle and base with the guard on the backside? Do you play any games on the backside, or is this just how it's run?
No, because what I don't want is, number one, is we never try to get in phase with a tackle.
Okay.
Okay, it's always the guard. Okay, because that just takes too long. Second thing is that if he pulls, all right, and this guy gets in his hip, I don't know if that guard can block him, and my quarterback pulls it. I don't want that to happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? I don't want that to happen. So he's actually knows this tackle. We tell him to pass set on Omaha. Just pass set him. Okay, it's just pass to you. You're actually blocking this end for the quarterback to throw the football. Okay, not for the run. So if you get a 4 down front, okay, both these guys know they're just pass setting. Okay, because if we pull the ball, because this happens, all right, we're sitting right here, we're throwing the football right over these guys. So they don't want to go block. They just want to just treat it like pass.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yes, sir. Now let's get into that. What kind of RPOs are you attaching to the pin and pull?
Okay, so good question. Okay, so it starts here. And really, so I know this, okay? I know that I don't care who or how they line up here, all right? This line is blocking those 5, okay? This guy is the conflict player. So what I want to do is I want to fill this is how I think of it. I want to fill this void for the quarterback, all right, with a route. So if he does this, and what I tell the quarterback, which we didn't talk about, is, all right, if this guy, how he's reading this, okay, if this guy stays backside or runs through a backside gap, give. That's his alert. Okay. So remember we talked about HOTS, alerts, concept, footwork, all that. Okay. His alert on this is, all right, is the Mike backer, all right, is if he stays behind the center or runs through any of these gaps back here, you give the ball because he ain't making a play. Okay. If he crosses the center, what I tell him to do is if he matches the back, because the back does this and he starts flowing with the back, Now you ride, you pull, and we've created this void right here for you. Okay. Now here's the fun part. So it's like, okay, is it a man team? Is it a zone team? Are they a three down? Are they a three deep team or whatever? So however I want to build it, I've got to build 2-man concepts and 3-man concepts. So say I was building it out of this is a good starting point. Okay, this is like the original.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm gonna draw the 3-4. I'm sorry, Will, Mike. Okay, nickel Sam. Okay, corner, strong safety, free safety, corner. Okay. All right, so we're gonna run Omaha. All right, pin, pull, reach. Another note to make yourself. If this nose is too much for that center to handle on a reach, in other words, he's having a hard time getting that center reached in the 3 down. Okay, because a lot of times your centers, your littler guy, or he's athletic, but he's maybe not big enough. This guy's just bench pressing him back into play. He can he can make a U call on this. Okay, in other words, he's going to switch with the guard. So now we'll let the guard pin him, which we like the angle, and center, you become the puller. So you'll get the center and backside guard pulling. Okay, so that's just a way if you're having issues with a nose that you can do for your center. Okay. All right. So anyway, so we got these guys all blocked. There's the conflict guy. Okay. So the original one is all right. So I got to control this guy right here. All right. So we're going to run what we call storm. Okay. The reason we do this. Okay. Okay. If this is double slant. Okay. If I was to call that in quick game, drop that pass, that's 94. Okay, double slant is 94, like everybody does, right? Okay, but we don't go Omaha 94. This tells the receivers that it is a RPO quick game, not a drop back quick game. They got to know the difference. All right, because they know in quick game, my quarterback's ripping, man. That ball's coming out. In this, my quarterback is going right, left, right before he throws it. So he is going to this run a 5-step glance. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and his job is this: I run at the angle to where the grass is. Could be there, could be there, could be there. I don't know. When he puts his foot in the ground, he just runs wherever that grass is at. It's not a slant, right? If this Mike's doing that, he might come in there nice and flat like that. Okay. Okay, tells the outside guy you run a 3-step slant. Okay, tells the Y now that you are running right to the flat. Okay, so if he reads this, he knows this, right? Is I am going 1 to 2 on my RPO read. Okay, if another way you can do that is if we just said F bang. I think it's bang. Okay. Now he would just run the glance. Now he would run what we call bolt, and he would block the corner. So that's another way to do it. Okay. So if the nickel safety hangs there, all right, the nickel safety hangs there, then he knows I'm now 1 to 2 to him. So in other words, this is what you're game planning. All right. So what you do is when I game plan, I'm looking at, okay, how are they going to play this? Well, they're a big 3 buzz team. Okay, cool. Big 3 buzz. So that means he's off. That means that nickel Sam is going to play outside of this guy. It means this guy is going to insert to right there. Okay. So I know I'm probably going to be running storm on this, because if he fits the run, okay, and that's this guy sitting right there, all right, is my neck, it's slant flat off this guy. That's my second throw right there. Okay, so it's 1 to 2. Okay, if they're just a cover 3 team, Okay, strong safety 3. And now the nickel safety's in there already. All right. Now I'm probably doing this. And blocking MDM right there and reading him. He does this. Now I'm going 1 to 2. Okay. So I don't know if that's right or not, but you guys can see what I'm saying. So like the RPOs aren't just like the same every week. The RPOs that we pull are based on the high percentage of coverages we're going to get in different looks.
Okay.
Next thing is, last thing on that, okay, is that if they're a big man team, don't be afraid, all right, to change. If I'm going to run Omaha against a big man team, I'm probably going to go into some sort of a bunch look. I'm sorry, Y, F, Z. Okay, because right when I get when I can kind of force them to the coverage I want. Okay, so if I say, hey, when we bunch and they're a big man team, they go in and out with the corner and the nickel Sam. All right, their strong safety presses him, and they play one free. Okay, well now I know what I'm getting, so I'm going to probably go what we call fire. Storm, fire, tornado, they're all those kind of words. Fire, which tells them line up in a bunch, all right? You are going to rub him, all right? And then you are going to band over the top of that nickel safety, okay? So now the quarterback knows I'm going 1 to 2. That's just his bailout throw. So in other words, my point being this is you can build different alignments, stacks, bunches, stack 2 guys, put a guy out wide, work a rub in there, whatever for your RPOs. They just don't have to be equally spaced and always running slants and stuff.
Okay, that. I like that one. That was our go-to when I wanted to call pin and pull and they were going man to man, because that seems to be what we see a lot in high school.
Yeah.
All right, we have a couple of questions. Coach Clement wants to know, do you have any rules on pin and pull if they're blitzing? Like, do they just know what to do, or are they making calls? Like, how does that work?
Okay, so just go with your rules here. Okay. When you say blitzing, are they stunting or is it zero blitz?
Let's say zero blitz.
Okay, so let's say they're going, let's go back here. Let's just take a base way. And let's just see how it plays out if we do nothing. So that's my first look, okay? Okay, so I just called it. And let's say they're just going to go saw, zero blitz. Okay, so that's 4. That gives them 7, right? So they got, say, this. No, I'm sorry. And, okay, so now they got a Will. They got a nickel Sam coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they got probably the Mike is fitting him. Let's just go saw 0. How's that?
Okay. That's fine.
Okay. All right. So if you stayed by your rules right here, if you just say that nothing was said, and let's see how it plays out. This is how I do it, right? When I look at the blitz tape, I just go in my head, okay, I got Omaha Storm called. Okay, Omaha Storm called right here. Okay, on this side, these guys are blocking. Okay, so there's just Omaha Storm. Okay, by rules, he would say, okay, I pin him, right? I pin him there, right? He's probably under, so I'd end up there. He would get this guy. They would man that. He would chase that. All right. I would have to beat this guy with the throw.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to do that or not? Nah,
Probably not.
Probably not. But I got to tell the quarterback, hey, bro, if you miss it, this is what's going to happen. Okay. We're going to have hats on everybody. Okay. But that nickel Sam's going to be free. And guess what, quarterback? If I called 6-man quick protection, the same shit's going to happen to you. Okay. Because they got 7. All right. 0 blitz. Okay. So just no, if you miss it and you do this, be ready to drift. All right. And hit that slant. Okay. But that's not the ideal world. Right. But I don't want to not talk to them about it and say, look, if you miss it, you don't see it, here it comes. This is what you got to do. You got to drift. You got to drift. Bam, and you got to hit that slant. Okay? All right. Now, all our run games, all our RPO things, all right, and not many people know this one, right? Okay, is at any point we give this quarterback a safe word. Okay, it's like that safe word, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Banana.
Banana, exactly. That means stop what you're doing. Okay. Okay. To him, it's trash.
Okay.
Okay. In all the RPOs, he's already got man beaters built in, right? You just told me that's your number one call.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So we're good. Okay. If he sees this, okay, he sees the cap, he says, "Oh shit, they're coming." He doesn't have to do anything but yell trash. Okay. Well, the line already knows the run was going to their left. Okay. They heard the quarterback say trash. That just told them it goes to quick game protection to the left. So now just be gap, 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 bam. Back nose. Trash means I block most dangerous to those two. I set and I throw my quick game.
I love it.
That's simple. And it's for every RPO in the book. All right. So it's their safe word. Okay. And guess what? Say they fake him out and they don't blitz and he yells trash. Shit. How many times have you called quick game and they don't blitz?
Exactly.
Same thing, right? And I don't care. These guys are down here, blocking out. Hell, you can only throw it to one guy anyway when it's quick game, man. Yeah. Right? So he's just throwing double slant. If they backed off in the cover 4, he's just throwing double slant in the cover 4. Hey, they get us, they get us. Like I said, 2 things. I sleep a lot better at night when years ago I came to this conclusion. One is, all right, is that their defensive coaches are paid too. Okay. And number two is that sometimes they win. And if it doesn't bother me, right, when it bothers me that they win all the time, I'm always looking for the perfect play. I just say, okay, and I want my kids to have that philosophy too. Hey, guess what? Shit, they got us. All right. But guess what? They got us and we still got second and third down. When we get them, it's freaking touchdown. Okay. So that's how I look at calling plays. Sometimes they're going to get me, but when I get them, I put points on the board. When they get me, guess what? I get to line up again. So quarterback, just take care of the ball. Okay. Just don't give it to them and we're fine. Okay.
And that ties into your philosophy of play the next play.
Just play the next play. Exactly. Good or bad, play the next play.
I love it. Okay. Since this is the perfect segue into the quick game.
Let me go.
Yeah,
so
go ahead.
So now, I don't really care. I don't care who's on this damn talk. I don't care who's on this call. All right. So here's and because spring got cut short because of all this other COVID stuff and all that. So here's my next thought is to double call. Never mind. Let's go to the next question. I'm not ready to explain that one yet.
Hold that one in the back pocket.
Yeah.
If you want to learn more though from Coach, fellas, he's got the end zone now. It is well worth it.
So it's end zone football, and there is a ton of info on there now. Some guy runs it for me. It's .com.
All right. Yeah. And I'm dropping it in the
and I got 10 years of just about everything I've done on there.
And it's in the chat. It'll be in the description when you come back. This will be back up. It'll be in the description. There you go. Like I was saying, because that was nice. I'm gonna have to get you that off the air. I want to know what you're doing. But the quick game. You've gotten a lot of questions on the quick game that ties nicely into the RPO. What kind of questions were you asked on the quick game, and what can you tell us about it?
Okay, this is what I just started, and I love it. Okay, so my quick game now is all tempoed, free release. Okay. And here's why. Okay. Because I went back and I looked at myself, and me calling quick games like dual 94 saw, and then all of a sudden they're in cover 2, and then they're in cover 4, and so and then I was getting so much quick game from my RPOs
Uh-huh.
that it was like, it's like the quick game is basically built into our run game, right? So I was less and less calling quick game protection and calling quick game.
Okay.
And so what's happened is that's kind of molded into, when do you want quick game? When they're blitzing, right? We just talked about it. So that's the trash call. So now I'm letting the quarterback get us the quick game when it's a zero blitz or some sort of a blitz. We game plan against this blitz. Hey, think alert trash. All right. And now we get the quick game versus man coverage is what we want. Okay. I don't want to throw double slant. I don't want to throw double slant against drop 8. Okay.
Yeah.
So when the hell do I call it? Right. Okay. So because of that, all right, I want it now, all my quick game to be good against cover 8. And I want it to be a first and second call. And to me, it's like throwing snag, right? To me, it's just I want a high percentage, right? Gain some yards play. Okay. And so that's why I said, look, we're just going to tempo them. All right. And I'm going to free release the back. So get rid of this thing in the back here. Keep. Yes. Let me get rid of this. I got to stop share. Hold on.
Okay.
I just want to get rid of this thing in the back there.
That's fine.
Don't save. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think I'm still sharing with you, right?
You are.
Okay, get back to my whiteboard here. Okay, good. Okay, so I'll just give you one example. All right, and you guys can kind of look at your quick game, what you guys do. Okay, so I want to start thinking of quick game kind of like you think of coverage-based progressions. All right, hey, if it's post safety, work this side. If it's split safety, work the other side. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You got a split safety side and a post safety side. Okay, so I want to start thinking of it like that. So I'm just giving you an example here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so what I wanted to do was, all right, I'm gonna in this concept, it's post safety, right? I want to think of this side as my post safety side. Okay, so this is free release flat and a 5-step glance. Okay, so if they're post safety, I know it looks like this because I'm 3x1. So now I know I can narrow vision this will, right? And all I want to do is throw that glance to the back in the flat and let him run out of bounds and make 5 yards. So I'm just going to catch set. I'm going to throw this glance, not a slant, right? A glance in there. If the will drops, throw it to the flat. Okay. If it's man to man, the will runs to chase that guy, throw that glance route. Okay. So that's the post safety side. Okay. So I like that. My guys like that. So I said, okay, but what now? If I was to call that and all of a sudden they showed up like this, now I don't like that.
Right.
Okay. Shit, he's going to drop right there. He's going to be in the flat. That's 2-on-3. That ain't right. Okay, for my quarterback. Okay, so over here, I want to put in a quick game verse. I got to get a new little point on this thing. Okay. Okay, so now I know if they're going to do this, Mike is going to push, and they're probably going to play me something like that. Okay, so my quick game on this side is what? All right, well, let's do this. We're going to go inside fade. Okay, we're going to go locked hitch, and we're going to go stick or pivot right here. Basically option on him. Okay, all he's got to do is beat the mic. Okay. If he squeezes it, throw it out there. Okay. All this is doing is just keeping the back end off of it. Okay. So point being, okay, that's a tempo quick game. So now my quarterback comes up, he sees post safety man or zone. He's throwing these two routes on the left. Okay. He comes up and sees split safety. All right. Sees split safety. And the reason I want to tempo it is because I don't want him to go ready, and all of a sudden, you know, and at the snap, this guy rolls down. I want him to be able to see, either beat that guy, or I want him to see it before. If they do that, to know I work this side. So does that make sense to you, Ron?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it does. It does.
So I'm building. So if you build it like I'm building a man post safety, 3 post safety, quick game on one side, okay, and I'm building a split safety, quick game on the other side. All right, and I want to tempo it. And now it doesn't matter. So if I just look at.
Now, when you say tempo, is that like a one-word call or something like that? Or
that right there is Saints.
Okay.
Okay. So it's Saints, Steelers, you know, stuff like that.
Okay.
So if I did it like right here, same thing. Hey, travel, option, go, glance, flat, same play.
Okay.
Post
Yeah, it
safety,
is.
post safety, Will's right there. All right. Shit, I know this. If the Will's right there, these guys are in here. With the back going that way, they're going to push that way anyway. I'm going to work over here. If the safety's over here and it's split, right, I'm going to throw this. If he fits it, I'm going to throw the back. Okay. So everything now, quick game is like that. So that's Yankee or whatever it's called. Okay. So it's all free release, post safety man, post safety one side, split safety, zone beater on the other side.
Okay. A couple questions in the chat. What are you doing offensive line wise, pass blocking? I know you're.
So look at, you can answer this question, right? If I lined up like this and I called Saints, what's different than me calling X on?
Nothing. So that would be slide protection to the right, correct?
You rip, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the rip knows this is these guys. So I'm just going to put a 4 down just to keep it nice and simple. If we're working this side, he's there, right? Okay. So the line knows they're 4 down to Mike. Okay. He's hot, but who's covering the back? Okay. So rip protection.
Gotcha.
If this guy was to walk up on an edge over here, okay, which means it would be like that. All right. These guys right here would just say trash, not trash, would say push. And now they would push to this. All right. And we know we're throwing that quick game to that side. So it's just like Rip and Liz X on Chevron.
Okay. All right. Awesome. God. All right. So that's the quick game. And now let's take it a step further. You've gotten a lot of questions about forward verts.
Okay. Okay. Of course, nobody runs forward verts as good as Leach.
Yeah.
And here's why. Because he throws the shit out of them. So if you want to be good at it, you got to get in bed with it. Okay. So
got to marry it, can't date it.
You're exactly right. And so, like, I know with him, like, you got to have one practice where 75% of your pass plays you call that day are forward verts. So your guys get good at finding grass, sitting down, you know, the quarterback, the whole thing, just like mesh. He's going to throw one day 75% verticals, 25% mesh. The next day he's going to throw 75% mesh, 25% verticals, right? And that's why he's so damn good at it.
Yeah.
So,
I have heard about the magical 6 day where that's all they do.
All they do. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's insane. Do you do anything like that? Like a snag day or a?
Yeah, we do a like when we put them in. So every one day is always a different snag day.
Okay.
So in other words, if I'm going to call a snag, it's always the same snag that whole day. So they get to work on that. And then we do have a deep day. So that's all so to us, it's our Viper, Rattler, Colt, whatever it is. And then
your names.
And then it's our more, not just verts, but our like is our deep day, like Denver, Detroit, Dallas. So those are like that. Those two groups are like our concept of let's throw it down the field, which I need to do more of. Like I'm not all in like Leach. Like I got to make myself, because I grew up, I'm a get it out quick. I'm a high percentage guy. Let's just get it out quick and get it to guys. All right. And so I need to work more on verts. All right. So basically, this is where we're at right now, though.
Okay.
Okay. And and this is decisions you have to make. But I'm just going to give you like day one. Okay. So day one is that for us, if this is the hash, okay, and we call this this is what we just call win.
Oh, I love that.
This is just win. Everybody's winning. Okay. So you're not a decoy. So X knows this. All right. They're all landmarked, right? Outside the numbers, 3 yards from the hash. I'm sorry, this hash is wrong. 3 yards from the hash. Okay. Okay. Bottom edge of the numbers. Okay. So that's kind of their landmarks. Like this. Okay. The field guy. All right. Your win is always a bender. Okay. So if you think the only place you can win is in here, go in there and win. Find grass. And basically that's always when there's a safety over the top of you. There's post safety, win. So you either win there or you win in there. So that's your win concept. Okay. Your win concept, F, okay, is always over the top of the safety. Okay. Your job is I'm going to outrun that safety and win. Okay. I'm never stopping. Okay. That's your win. Okay. Outside, you guys have the same thought, but if you can't win by 10 yards over top of the corner, by 10 to 12 yards, right? You sit it down. You stop. Okay. Back, you're check, and you're right in the middle of the field, right with the ball. Okay. So that's where it all starts from.
Okay.
To me, this is the easiest one for me to teach my quarterbacks all the different vertical stuff. Okay. So the quarterback knows this. If he gets 4 across the board, okay, 4 across the board, and they're soft, all right? So think of it like if you threw hit seam. If I called hit seam and it was cover 4 and the corners were at 7 or 8 yards, what would you do? I'd throw the boundary hitch all day.
Yep.
Right? Softest coverage, shortest throw. So I'm looking at softest coverage, shortest throw. So that's the corner. All right. So he's thinking, I'm throwing this win route to this guy. Okay. If he doesn't like it, it's check down. Something happens. Now this guy might run by him. I'm throwing it to him. That's my guy. Okay. All right. If this guy was up and this guy was off, he may go to the field anyway. So he's thinking cover, but he got a quarters look. I'm thinking the softest corner, easiest throw for me.
Okay.
If not, all right, if those corners are down, so we're still in the split safety world like this. Okay. He is thinking, I am throwing the F. F is, if he runs by that cat, I'm throwing it to his ass. Okay. If not, I'm coming off and the bender is my next throw. So he goes 1 to 2 to 3. Okay. Because if it's split safety, this guy's probably most likely 99.9% of the time, he's thinking I'm bending this thing in here to all this grass right here. And the reason I didn't throw this because that free safety is way back here with that guy. So I got all that grass. Okay.
All right.
Okay, hold on. I keep hitting the button on this damn stylus. Okay, are we good on that so far?
Yes, sir.
Let me try that again. Go screen, share. Okay. Stop share. Now let me go here. Whiteboard, share. I don't know why I went over there. Something on my damn hand I keep hitting.
That's fine.
Oh, there we go. I got it. Oh, I just learned something. There we go. Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. So everybody's good on that one. Okay.
Yes, sir. Now we have a question. After you finish, I'll ask this question. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So that's just like this. That's just kind of where I start with him.
Okay.
Okay. Because remember, quarterback, the more you see, the less you see. So if I see cover 4 and I know shit, I'm just going to go back and win right here with this guy. Okay. Oh, I don't like that. He's too tight or whatever. Hey, I'm going to throw the F on the win. I can't throw the bender. Bender's not there because the Mike backer's way deep. Throw it to the back. Okay. Simple. Okay. All right. So now if they get post safety, same route. Okay, post safety, corners off. Mike Nicholson. Okay, so now if it's post safety, now he's winning inside. Okay, so he's saying here, this guy's saying, I'm winning. Okay, he's still got the same rule. He's probably sitting it down. He's got the same rule. He's probably sitting it down. Okay. Now he knows I'm winning. Okay. When it's 3, throw the freaking seam, right? Rule number 1. Okay. So now this is where it gets fun. And now it's checked down. So if these guys are disrupting the throw, check it down. Okay. So now he knows, all right, we call it QB intent. Okay, so now you have truly quarterback, you have intent here. Okay, so in other words, your intent is to throw it, your first progression is to throw it to the F. Okay, so I need you, right? I don't need you to see the free way over here, is to just come back and look over here and throw it to the Y. I need you to give me intent to this vertical right there. Okay, and basically I tell my guys, I need you to throw this ball with your eyes because I want this free safety to stop it. And if he doesn't stop it, you don't feel he's stopping it, throw it. Well, I tell him, I want the ball in this guy's hands by 18 yards. So in other words, I come back, 1, 2, 3, plant. I'm intent right here. I'm just trying to throw it in that space, in that grass right there at 18 yards before that safety can get there. Okay. As I come back and I'm seeing this intent, this area, and that free safety's playing it, which he will. Now I'm going to hitch and I'm going to bang this one, and I want him to catch it by 24 yards.
Okay.
So when we work on this, that's how that ball's got to come out. All right. Okay, you good? All right.
Yes, sir. All right. The question was, what are you telling the running back to like just spot over the ball? Or is he looking at the mic and then playing the game off of him to find grass? Like, what's his rules?
Yes. Yeah. So the back is doing this. All right. We're giving a little token fake in there just to try to get some eye movement on the backers. A little token fake. He knows his protection is here. Nickel Sam. He knows that's his protection. All right. There to the mic. So as he fakes through it, what he's going to do is he's going to what we call a choice route. Okay. So he's going to turn, he's going to, if it's zone, he's going to turn inside, always turn inside for the quarterback. Okay. Never turn outside, always turn inside to the, because if anybody's moving in zone, is that guy, not this guy. Okay. So turn inside. All right. And then as you feel this guy, just like when we talked yesterday about Mazda the other day, about the guy running a choice route off a mic, same thing. He's running a 5-yard choice route off the mic. Okay. So if he feels the mic fit him, all right, expect us to throw you out. So we will throw you out. If there's nobody around you, don't move. I hate this. I hate this. When he starts to move, right, and there's nobody around you, the quarterback doesn't know that, right? So all of a sudden he throws it, and the running back's doing that, and he throws it behind him. So just spot up. You get fit. Expect us to throw you outside, okay? If it's man coverage as I come through here, okay? Now you can break in or you can break out off of his leverage, okay?
Okay. That makes sense. Now we had another question. Are you always working with one high, always F to Y? Are you giving the quarterback the ability to go Y to F or?
No, never Y to F.
Okay.
At least I don't. And the reason being is by the time he gets back and decides that, oh shit, the free safety I can't throw it to the Y because of the free safety, he's going to be late on his throw to the F.
Okay. Okay. Good stuff. Now, I do have a question. I've gotten a couple of emails that coaches wanted me to ask you. I've been told that you have a nasty version of flood, and if you could go over that.
Of flood.
3-man flood, I guess. Didn't you used to call it Seattle, I think, in the old?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wow, that's old. I'll show them the one I like. How's that?
That's fine. That's even better.
Okay, so 3-level flood. So I like, this is the one I kind of like.
Okay.
Right? Okay, because so like when I think of plays, I'm always thinking of protecting plays, right? So so as you go through your install and your base plays, all right, and like how do you protect power pass? How do you protect quick game, sluggos? How do you quit? It's always like I've got to protect my plays. So I'm just giving you an example here of the 3-level flood. So this is big in our run game, which we talked about last week. Okay, so this is green, fast, and we like to run the ball. Okay, so we can run tight zone, we can run Omaha, we can tie our RPOs, we can block comets out here, block the bubbles. We can run chevron, we can run 3-man snag. So we're building our offense off of this motion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is how I like to build the 3-level flood. Okay, so this would be green fast. This is like an original one here. Okay, so we go green fast, and now instead of going tight zone, our play action off tight zone is called show. So show them tight zone. Okay, so let's show them this tight zone. Okay, on this, all right, on what we call Seattle. We've just changed the name because we went to I think my pen is running out here, boys. Yep, I broke my pen. Damn it.
It gave you the safe word.
Gave the safe word. I've been pushing too hard on this pen.
I'm sure you've been using this a lot.
I can use my finger.
All right.
All right. So what we're trying to do now on him is, all right, if here's the hash, okay, is that we want him to lose towards, so say there's the nickel safety, okay, here's the Mike, and here's the Will, okay? We want him to lose, we want the nickel Sam to release the Y to the Mike, all right? So we just don't want to go vertical. We want to release, so we want to lose yardage on our release, okay? This is also the same look as if he was going to run 95, right? Y cross.
I love that.
Okay. Okay. So like I said about protecting plays. Okay. Then we just get a little side note here. If I was running tight zone and I was going green fast Zulu, okay, and I'm looking, okay, what are they doing to me? Okay. Well, as soon as I see them start in this and with the motion, right, start to roll the coverage this way, my first thought on this, all right, is show and now to run caddy back over this way. Okay, because the coverage is rolled to the motion. All right. If I see that their first thought is to is to go 3 buzz and roll the strong safety down, all right, like this. My next thought is to run the old Seattle. So what he wants to do is make this start to look like caddy. Then he goes through 10 and he runs a speed out. Okay. All right. He is what we call an inside 9. In other words, he is running through the inside shoulder of the defender over the top of him. Cover 2, cover 4, cover 3, it doesn't matter. He is clearing. He's running an inside. So what we want him to really end up being is, if this was cover 3 is, he's basically running right in between the corner and the safety. All right. Trying to take them both with him. Okay. The back's on the swing. So now my quarterback, all he's going to do is narrow vision this nickel Sam. So as he comes off the fake, all right, and when you run this, I know my quarterbacks get kind of crafty, right? This guy thinks it's Comet. It's bubble screen. Okay. So I want him to look at this and think, throw that, all right, with narrow vision on him. If he starts to drive on that, so this is another intent, right? So I want quarterback intent to the bubble, to the motion back, okay? Okay, just like he saw the free safety intent, like he's driving on the F on the 4 verts. If he drives on that, all right, now I want him to hitch and I want him to throw it to this in this grass right here. Okay, that's Seattle.
I love how that plays into your Y cross concept right there.
Right, and on Seattle, backside's going to run what we call a dagger route. Okay, speed dig. So it should look. Let me clear it here. Okay, so it should look like this. So it should be down, boom. Remember speed. He's on an inside 9. Here comes the motion. Okay. And now on the backside, it's a dagger route. So in other words, he loses 2. He gets through 10. He speeds over there. So now everything is flood to that side, right? Okay. The other flood we run is what we call dodge, but it's a drop back concept. Well, I'm pretty good with my damn finger here. Okay. So this is like everybody's running out of levels, right?
Yes.
So it's key protection. Okay, key swing. Concept is dodge. Okay, footwork is 3 quick. 1, 2, 3. All right. Any hots, maybe possible high low to the field. Narrow vision, nickel Sam. Okay, he's running a clear route. Okay, he is running a speed out, the old lead sail, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's running the speed out. He's on the shallow. He's on the speed dig. He's on the check swing. So we're strictly going pure progression, right to left, left to right. If he's to here, we throw the shallow. Okay. If Mike jumped the shallow, we throw the dig. If Will's in the dig, we throw the back. Simple, easy read for your quarterback. All right. Now don't forget on these pure progression, right to left, left to right. All right. Is we talk to our quarterback IHO rules. Okay. IHO. Okay. So when you're pure progression, right to left, left to right, not like choices and stuff like that. All right. That's IHO. These are IHO routes. In other words, is he open? Okay.
I like that.
Is he open? Okay. So when you talk to your quarterback, you say, hey, Johnny, look, all right, you're going 3 quick. Gotta slow down. Okay. We're throwing this sail route right here on 3 quick. Damn it. On 3 quick. Okay. So you're 1, 2, 3. That ball's coming out on the plant. All right. Is he open? No. Hitch. Why? Is he open? No. Hitch. Dig. Okay. And that's why when you coach your quarterbacks, I'm really big on my guys, is that all our hitches, we talk about 6-inch hitches. Okay. We never want to lose our base. And we're always, when we go yes, no. So if we're no, it's just a little 6-inch, boom, just reset, little 6-inch reset. And now that shallow should be showing up.
Okay.
No, 6-inch reset. Here comes this dig. Okay. So these are IHO pure progression reads.
Okay. I like that. I like that. All right. We have no questions. They're just taking this all in. They love this in chat. You said also that you got a lot of questions about practice plays and scripts, a lot of emails and stuff like that. What could you tell us about, like,
As you know, we're all oh, you know what? I do have more of these in my bag. Give me 1 second.
Yes, sir. And coaches, while he's going to go get that, if this is the first time visiting my channel, thank you so much. This man is Coach Noel Mazzone. He's the offensive coordinator at Arizona. If you like these types of showcasts and everything like that, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification, let you know when I go live and all of that. I am also dropping Coach Mazzone's thing in chat, the end zone system. And right now I'm going to do he's got some courses up on CoachTube. So I'm going to put that in right there. All right. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. We will get to them when there's a little break when we're talking. If you just joining us again, we've talked about pin and pull. We have talked about quick game. We have talked about 4 verts. We have talked about the sail concept, the 3-man flood concept. We also have talked about pass protection and all of that. And how good is the Showcast? Heath, I love it. Thank you so much for giving me the idea of that name. If this is good, hey, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead, hit that share button down below. Share it out on social media. Let's get some more coaches in here. We've got 150. Let's get 150 more.
All right. Okay. So here's the problem, right? When they invent this shit, this is what they give you. And you're supposed to keep track of the extra 3 they sent you. Impossible.
Yeah.
So, all right. So where was it? Where were we at?
Practice plans and scripts. You got a lot of questions and emails about that, and we were going to talk
I
about
just obviously we know we're all in stuck at home and doing all this stuff. So I looked and I found. Hold on. I found some old stuff, not a couple years ago, but it'll kind of give you an idea. Okay.
All right.
Here we go. Let's go right here. I'm just pulling it up.
That's fine. I'm just checking everything. Red is in here. I'm having Red on Sunday. We're going to talk about counter and power.
It's coming up.
That is fine.
You outside? Phil. What? All right. So hold on 1 second. Where are you, Phil?
Mazzone,
Where are you?
I'm outside your car. You're not here, huh?
Yeah, no, we're here. Come on in. Come on down the back.
Phil, the gate's closed.
All right. Well, I'll have Heidi open it.
Okay, bye.
All right. So here is. I don't know, for some reason it's loading slow. There it is. Okay, I'm just going to give you a practice plan example.
Okay.
Okay. So here I can share this now. Yeah, they both came up, so I'm good. I got a bunch
All
of
right.
them up. Okay. Okay, share screen. There we go. Practice plan. Okay, do you guys see that one?
It just says you just started sharing your screen. Doesn't show anything. It's just straight up black. There it is. There it is. Got it.
Got it? Okay. So that is, hold on, I got to tell Heidi something real quick.
Okay.
Hey, Heidi?
And while he's doing that, coaches, again, if this is the first time visiting, my name's Coach McKie. This is my channel. I do these types of, if you like offensive football at all or just football in general, you're going to like this channel. So hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. We're talking with Coach Noel Mazzone. He has gone over anything, and now he's back. So let's do this.
Okay, so I'll just give you an example. All right. So on this is just a normal practice. Okay. Here's the problem we always have: not enough meeting time. So I'm going to give up meeting time for offensive walkthrough, which everybody does. Okay. Now what I've done this year to kind of adjust that, which I like, instead of us doing a whole team offensive team walkthrough. Okay, I kept watching it, and if it was like we're doing the runs and the receivers are just lining up and, you know, blocking a corner or something like that. So I've split this up to like 8 minutes, 6 minute type deal. So 8 minute, the O-line, the running backs, all right, they will go walk through the day's scripts of runs versus fronts.
Okay.
With half the quarterbacks. So they'll go whatever runs are in for that day, and that's it. Okay. So if you're just running pin pull the whole day, you're doing nothing for 8 minutes but walking through pin pull from whatever the tight ends, whatever formations and stuff you got. Okay. The receivers, they're doing their walkthrough. So the O-line coach builds his walkthrough to prepare him for practice. Remember, treat every practice like a game. Okay. So we got a call sheet for that day. We got the 25, 28 plays we're working on that day. That's all we're talking about in meetings and practice, walk through anything. Okay. Then the receivers are doing their walkthrough. Okay. So they're putting in their new concepts or whatever you want to do. That gives a position coach really chance to be hands on their guys during a walkthrough instead of me just standing back there calling out plays for 15 minutes and the guys going through them. Okay. So there's actually was more coaching going on. Then we always, the last 6 minutes, then the receivers go down to the O-line and then we work all our tempo plays. Okay. So it'd be like usually groups of 4. So we'll just go left, middle, right. Hey, so now we're going LA, we're going buzz, we're going whatever the words are, right? Whatever we're doing. Chill. All right. And we're working on that and signals. And we're doing all the tempo stuff right there, okay? Then one day it may be the O-line is working on nothing but screens. If it's a screen day, they'll go down and walk through all the Rose and Linda, whatever screens are. Just them, and they'll put a defensive front up. And the receivers, shit, what do they got to do on screens? Run guys off, so why should they have to walk through screens, right? So they're down there working on whatever pass concepts. All right, then stretch. Special teams obviously is my time with the quarterbacks and whatever guy, receivers or running backs that are not with special teams to work on my drills. Then we go team takeoff. Okay. So I always start with bags. All right. So the whole offense, as soon as stretches over, the whistle blows, they are as fast as they can. We got bags set up. They're high knee over the bags, shuffle around the bags, whatever, as a group. And that's kind of our juice period. Coaches are in there. Everybody's trying to carry a ball. We're stripping it. We're yelling, getting them fired up. Then from right there, they go into groups, right? And they go team takeoff of all the tempo plays. And we go, the ball goes left hash, right half, left hash, or right hash, left hash, right hash, right? And they go 3 plays in a row. Bang, 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 finish in the end zone. Bang, 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 finish in the end zone. Bang. And the last group may have like 6 guys in it. I don't care.
Okay.
Because you don't have enough offensive linemen. You don't have enough receivers. You don't have enough whatever. All right. But they're still getting these same plays. Bang, bang, bang. Okay. Ball security, don't hardly do that anymore. All right. Then we go to our indie period, which is and it's just routes that are getting thrown today. So as you can see in the script that day for the back, he was going to run a hot swing, a check swing, a tear swing, a check down, and a stream. So that's his indie routes. Okay. The outside receivers are going to run a key 1, a seam, a storm, a snag versus zone, a snag versus man. Okay. The inside, we're going to run a key 2, a saw, a saint, a smoke, a pop, and a saw. So that's what they're working on. So we're working on the shit they're going to do. Okay. And then we come in, and then as they do that, then we bring them all together. So they're split up working on these in their individual. All right. And, they hit those. They do a couple of little cone drills and all that kind of stuff. So it's a receiver's coach responsibility to get this done.
Okay.
Right? Then we call them all back up and we put the concepts that are in for the day in. All right. So caddy dollar, Lexus, dual dagger, Viper, caddy, penthouse. That's it. Okay. And this is where now we got 5 quarterbacks throwing. All right. So we go through progressions and we hit all that, and that's on air. Okay. Then we go backfield with the backs. Now I have switched since flipped this, and I go backfield before this indie stuff. So group and indie flipped here. I said this a couple of years ago. Okay. And then we go team adjustments for 10 minutes, communication, 16 plays. So this is basically what's scripted that for our team down here, 32 plays of first and second down. Okay. We are basically going to practice what we're going to run against the defense during that period. Okay. If it's during the season, this is spring ball. If it's during the season, it's the same thing. We'll have a team adjustment communication period working. Let's get all the stuff coached right here. And then when we go to team, we ain't stopping.
Okay.
If your guy goes the wrong way, that's on you and him. All right. If the quarterback doesn't know where to throw the ball, that's on me. If the line goes the wrong way or they don't know the call, that's on the old line coach. So they don't let us stop during the game. We ain't stopped during team. Okay, we go as fast as we can go. All right, and we're playing a game. So that 20 minutes, we are playing a football game of first and second down that day. All right, so that's that. And obviously, shit changes. Okay, so then this one is script. Let me see. Is this scripts? Practice plan. It says scripts, but nothing came up there. Let me see.
I do like seeing the first and second down because last time you said that you build that into the game plan and in practice. So your kids know when it's first and second down, these are the plays we're going to run in the game.
Yes. They know that's a first and second. And usually like it wasn't on there, but it'll be first and second. The guys, these are our drive openers. Our made first down calls. These are what I'm calling on first and second down. And in every group roll of 4, there'll be, hey guys, here's my first 3rd and 5 call. Okay. And it'll be in there. All right. So it's just like what's going to happen to them hopefully on Saturday. Okay. And then I just script, here's the adjustments. Okay. And here's the team part. Okay. So, I mean, like everybody does scripts, there's nothing special about that. Okay. And there's 7-on-7. So that's basically all I take to practice. But all right, right here, this is what's changed it for me. And that was a couple of years ago, so I don't even know if that script thing was due. But scripts are scripts, however you want to do it. It's kind of like girlfriends. It's kind of personal, right?
It is.
So here's the installs. Okay. Here are the installs: inside zone read, inside zone man, inside zone arc. Okay. Here's the calls. Okay. Here's the screens. Here's the RPOs. There's the 2 screens. There's the 3 quick games. There's the passes. Okay. Here's the same thing in the tempo world.
We can't see that if you shared it.
Oh, hold it. I didn't share yet. My fault.
Oh, that's fine.
Here's this one. Oh, where the hell was that? Oh, I shut it. Sorry. I got to open it and then do it. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Okay. So this is kind of my, this is what I'm building now. Okay. So this is like, okay. Okay. Just an example. Okay. Here's the runs, right? Inside zone, Charlie cut blade, inside zone, zone read, zone man, zone arc, right? Okay. Here's the screens, bolt nail. Here's the quick stick pop bunny. Here's the passes, Viper Mazda. Okay. Here is just like the library, right? So this is what's been good for me is I build this during camp. First I build it during the summer, then I kind of adjust it. So this is kind of like my library. So then as we go into the game, into a game week, I go, okay, Mazda, man, we need Mazda. But the best look for Mazda in this guy is doubles Mazda. All right, doubles Mazda's in. Okay. What about the screens? All right. Hey, oh shit. Yeah, this is so. In other words, I'm getting old, so it helps me remember shit, right?
Okay.
Then here's all the same plays with their tempo, married to their tempos. So here's Charlie, okay, which if you look up here is a tight zone play, inside zone play, Charlie. Inside zone Charlie. Well, that's a tempo play for us. So the tempo word for Charlie is chill and cheers. Okay. The tempo word for Macho, that is Scooby. The tempo word for this quick game is jet sleep. So anyway, so it's just kind of an organizational skill, organizational thing, right? All right. And then
I love that.
And then this, hold on. I share my screen. So much shit going on here, Ron. I can't keep track of it all right now. Okay. Okay. So then here's the practice. So like that's the library. That's your toolbox.
Okay.
You're building that. All right. And of course I've been should run this shit for 20 years, right? So, you know, it does just whatever you want, right? And then here's the week. Okay, now this is a little bit top heavy because this was spring and I hadn't really, and then we got cut short.
Yeah.
But then I take off my library and here's my call sheet for Monday. All right, and I go, okay, here's the runs. So now the old line coach, when he has his walkthrough, he knows, oh, there's my walkthrough runs. Okay, the receivers know, oh, there's my 4 passes that are in for this practice. This is little. There's more here than usual. Okay. Oh, here's all the one-word plays we're going to, we're going to hit in the tempo period in that 6-minute tempo walkthrough. Okay. Oh, here's the third medium. I know it's not in there. Oh, here's the 2 third mediums that he's got up for today's practice. Okay. So what it really does is coaches bitch at me all the time because I'm notorious about on the way to the field adding shit. Right.
Yeah.
Oh shit, hey, let's do this. All right. So that still happens, but this is kind of like a worksheet for today's practice, Monday's practice call sheet. Everything called today, guys, will come off of this. All right. And if there's only 20 plays on there, then I'm only calling those 20 plays today. If there's 5 plays on there, there's only one tempo word, one play that's a one-word tempo play on there. That's the only tempo word I'm calling today, guys. All right. So that lets you with your players, right, prepare and you be prepared for practice.
Okay. And I like that. So do you ever I know coaches have a problem with, like you said, if there's only 20 plays, they'll have the 20 plays on the script. And then in practice, they'll be adding plays that aren't on the script.
Nope.
So that is
I get yelled at by everybody when I do that. Sometimes I have to pull the executive card. But I try not to do that. All right.
Okay.
Because it's not what I know, it's what the kids know. And when I call something and they all look at me like, what the hell's that? Right? That's not good coaching. Okay. So I'm pretty much everything I've gone over with my guys. They know what to expect. I get more reps of stuff when I, everything. And so when I go Skelly, I don't even script Skelly. I just go off my call sheet. All right. If Coach Feldman says, hey, shit, let's go. Let's run 20. Hey, I want to run 20 plays against defense right now. All right. Hey, here's my call sheet. I'm calling it just like I call the game.
And that gives you time to actually practice because you're not looking at a script that's everything's mapped out. You're now playing the game on the sideline when he does that with the plays you're going to call.
Man, I got to practice fine, looking at my script, calling it off the script. And be honest with you, by the time Saturday gets there, this sucker's folded up in my back pocket because I know it. I know it pretty well. know where, I know all the things we practiced and what situations and all that kind of stuff. And so I'm not just, here's the best thing about one word plays. I'll be honest with you. This
Okay.
has changed play callers' lives. All right. Is that all of a sudden you break a run or something happens and you get stuck. All right. Like I like to have kind of like a chain of events type. I'm a chain of events type play. I like that kind of, okay, this series, here's kind of what I'm trying to get at. Right.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to try to set these guys up for a lock, or I'm going to try to set these guys up for revert or something like that. Right. So that's kind of I kind of got the 4 or 5 plays I want to kind of get in. I'm going to get into that drive. And then when you get stuck, like, and you're looking at your call sheet, like looking for, which all you play callers who say you don't do that, you're lying. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Right? No, I know exactly what I'm going to call every play. Bullshit. Okay. All of a sudden you're like, you got distracted or something happened and you're like, okay, well, one word plays are the best because just yell out a one word play. Who gives a shit, right? Just yell out, Lakers. Everybody knows what to do. You get lined up and you run, and it'll let you kind of collect your thoughts, really. All right. So that's the best of one words.
I love it. Well, Coach, we've been at it again for an hour and a half. I know you're a busy man. Thank you so much for coming back on.
Ron. Hey, hit me up. You need something. All right. Good luck. Be safe, Ronnie.
All right. You have a good one. And coaches, thank you so much for joining us. Again, there's the end zone. It's in the comments. If you have any questions, that's where you got to go. And if you want to see more, he bounced because he is the man. Right here or here, when you watch the replay, you'll see the previous interview. Also, I'm coming back at 9. We've got 8-man football we're going to talk about on the Showcast. So until then, let's continue to master the spread, score points, and have fun. I will see y'all later.